Zindali Messi just said the press conference has been called today to unveil some of the new players who will be coming to Kick4Life for the upcoming 2019-20 season. So we want to give you an opportunity to be present when we unveil the players. So that's why we're here today. My job is just to pass over to the head coach to take over and unveil the new players at Kick4Life Football Club.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, Bomelo Tate. Happy to see you again in the new season. It's just the beginning of another long journey. It's going to be difficult again. I think we have lost a number of players, many players, and I know that many of you were surprised why we were letting go of such a big number. But luckily today we are able to say we have completed deals with 5 players that will be unveiled today. The 5th one is not here, but he is the goalkeeper that we got on loan from Bantu Football Club, Lebohang Kiani. He will not be here. Then we have 2 center backs, right back and the left back. So basically today we're going to unveil uh, the first and second line of defense, or the last 2 lines of defense, which is the goalkeeper and the back 4. So I don't know if I should introduce them before they come in. Should I? Okay, we are happy to announce that we have agreed with Johannes Molapo on a long-term deal. He comes from Bantu. We all know that he was once the captain of the under-20 national team. We are happy that he's here with us as one of the center backs. He's going to play in the center back position. We are also happy to announce that we have agreed terms and signed a South African player by the name of Innocent Matlapeng Ngala. Innocent played for Free State Stars MDC team, and then he also played for Northern Cape Liverpool. It's a team that plays in the ABC Municipal League. We have also signed a left wing and a left back by the name of Teboho Mutobi. He is also a South African. He played for a team called Ditabato from Viljoenskroon. It competes in the ABC Municipal League of South Africa. The last one for today will be Danki Siwodi. I think we all know him. He also played for the under-20s, the under-20 team that played in the finals, that played in the final of 2017 COSAFA. He's the right back. He's one of the utility players that are here. I think most of the players that we've brought in can play in 2 or 3 positions. So he can play up front, right wing, and the right back. And we are also happy to announce him today as a Kick4Life player. So the only player who came here on loan is Lebohang Kian, who will not be with us today because of family reasons. He couldn't make it. He'll be here tomorrow. So at least today there won't be any speculation on who is coming here. Just need to wait for us to complete other deals. I think we'll introduce four in the next 7 days. There'll be 4 more players. We just need to get their deals ready. Not ready. We just need to finish off a few things because I think in principle we've already agreed. So having lost about 11 players, I think we'll be able to replace them with 9 and then 3 from our development. I think in football, there's always risks. I mean, every change comes with risks. I remember at one point you had a headline, the wheels are off. At Kick4Life, it seems like the wheels are off. last season. Such things, I mean, we had to make decisions on why we felt some things did not go right. We are not even saying what we brought here will be an oiled machine that will start turning tomorrow, but we are saying um, trying to weigh everything. We feel the quality that we are bringing in into the team will help us improve from last season's performance. We should be very lucky that we will have a 6 to 8 weeks pre-season, which should at least give us an idea what to expect into the season. So putting the issue of risks aside, because sometimes keeping the same team that played together but didn't give you what you expected, thinking it could give you something better, can still be regarded as risk. So I think their quality, them having played for some time, and most of them being young, uh, it's a combination of them being young but having played for a number of years. It's going to make things not very difficult for us because of the issues that I've just raised. So we believe in what we are doing. We know that it is not rocket science. I mean, having brought them in doesn't mean that tomorrow everything will be perfect, but we are willing to risk it this year. It's a new team, yes, I understand, but we feel the quality will help us to grow. No. What we have now is just a loan. He has a contract with Bantu. They've loaned him to us for a season, and then let's see what happens during the course of the year or at the end of his term with us. To be in an improved position from last year's one. So it's number 5 or it's pressure, I know, but I think it's only fair to say we should do better than last season. And that's where I expect to see the team at the end of the season. We are bringing in these players because we feel we can improve from last year. The players themselves have asked me not to reveal the lengths of their contracts. I think it also helps us so that if I say today that it's 1.5 seasons, then I'm putting myself into risk. Some teams will start talking to them towards the end of their contracts. So I think long term is fair enough. I think it's a long term contract, so people should know that they are here at Kick4Life for some time. So I don't know if it answers your question.
Yeah, I think I like to believe we're always fair with coaches and give them the time they need to work with the players. We always said last year was going to be a tough year because we changed coach quite quite a late stage really, when we'd already agreed contracts with a lot of players that had been agreed with the previous coach. So we always knew that coming to this year, it was the chance for the coach to really put together his team that fits the way he wants to play. So of course we'll always keep that in mind, and always there'll be no pressure for him to be winning all the games from day one. We do understand again that we seem to say this every year recently, but transition year again of new players. So he'll get the time that he needs to hopefully take the club. We see the whole project as a long-term project. We said this last year when Bob came in. We brought in a young coach. We're looking to bring in younger players. So it's, we are, as much as we want to always be competing, always doing well, we'll also see this as a long-term project.
Leroy Mutinyane. Leroy Mutinyane is a young goalkeeper who was playing for our development team. He has been promoted to the first team. So he's coming in as our third keeper this season. Not third in terms of how they're going to play. He'll fight for his place, but we'll have 3 goalkeepers. He'll be the third. Then we have Molemu Ipasumane. Molemuhi Pasuman is a young centre back. He should have joined our team last season, but his school programs didn't allow him to train well. We have sat down with him during the off season. He feels he's ready this season, and his schoolwork will allow him to be with us this season. He's a very good upcoming defender and a very good goalkeeper. Leroy is also a very good goalkeeper. The third one, we still haven't told him that he'll be joining the first team. So, but he's also from the development team. The coach has just come in, his coaches. So we still have to sit down with the coach and the boy. But maybe when we unveil the next players, we'll be in a position to tell you the name. But I think you also know him. He's currently one of the captains of the national under-17. But please allow me to first discuss this thing with the coach and the player himself. Because what we want to do is the players that we bring into the first team are the players that we feel have potential, but at the same time, they should train with the first team, knowing that they can play at any given time or whenever they are given an opportunity. We don't want to promote them and just keep them or keep on saying they're still not ready. We want to promote that those that we feel will be ready to compete and be ready to play at any time. So this is why this third one, we need to first finalize the discussions with the coach and the player. So please allow me to only talk about those two. That is not the plan, honestly. Like he said, we are trying to get on a longer term project that we feel started last season, that we felt should improve this season. I've always been saying this, that the players that have left were at the end of their contracts. So because of many factors, it wasn't solely because of form or anything. It was age, their commitments, and other issues. We decided to let them go so that we could get in more young players that could maybe help us for some time. But we did not, the target was not only to bring in young players, it was to bring in a good mixture of experienced players, good players that will help the younger ones to grow. But at the same time, we felt it should be players that have been in football for some time, so that will also help our development players to grow. Maybe in the next 4 seasons, we'll not be bringing in players from outside. We'll just be promoting many from our development setup. So there are still no hard feelings with the players that have left. We never had problems with them. We have wished them good luck to their new destinations. A lot of them are getting teams. We are not saying we failed last season. We did not, we think. But at the same time, we are saying we wanted to take a new direction from last year. We couldn't do it last year. So this was the right opportunity and the right time for us to start introducing maybe players that
I think just to add as well to what Bob's just said, one thing we're trying to do at the moment is work on our sort of long-term philosophy as a club, the way we want to do things, the way we want to play. So it all fits in. We want to have a proper structure that's looking at the long term now, that revolves around having younger players in the team, but players as well who are at a level where they can compete. But also, as Bob says, to try and be in a position where every year we don't have to change the team, we still have the same, we have a bit more stability, and again, just recruit maybe with some of the younger players looking in the long term. I think also to fit in with everything, without going into details, we also want to make sure we have a proper We want to make sure we have a proper salary structure at the team. So this is all around our long-term project. So I think it's probably a lot of change now to try and ensure that over the long term we build towards where we want to get to, within the philosophy that we're trying to build as well, and the culture we're trying to build here.